the sailboat I just made that my father showed me how, I thought it was the neatest sailboat because it had different shapes that you made, but always going back to centering and having and ending up with a square. I thought those were fascinating as a child, and what you do to one could be done for another. So I used gum wrapper, followed the same rules, and shrunk this boat to this size. If my father were alive, I would have loved to show this new way of making a boat. He called this his double ender, and I had a hard time picturing his real boat, a sailboat. And I thought, oh, if he were alive, I'd show him this new way of making his double ender. And here we have the damalkok, the hole. I am changing the hole to this shape. Dapluku, diagonally dapluku. Oh, it's hard to see on top of the other, but I need to fold precise. There, much better. Dapluku dosluna igakaluku. We are no longer using his old system, which he used the rectangle as the whole piece. I'd love to show this one to him, because to me this new boat will represent his old sailboat. So now I would reshape the rectangle to this shape. I've cut off chipnga, and this part then becomes stamank gangigalk, and everything we do starts from the center point. So I had folded this to find the center point. First, fold the new shape into half diagonally. Avra. Is this half equal to that half? And then what you do to one side must be done to the other side. Is this half equal to that half? Open it, and you have the center point, because we're using it in this angle. There's the center point. So now we're using these gangiraks, these corners, and we're going to fold them to the kukak, to the, I like using color because you could see them better. There's the center point. So, unakangirak kukanung hiluku. Put it right in the center of the little circle. Dakluku. What you do to this side must be done to the other side. Charlie dapnukluku. And it's almost like, and the kids would laugh if I say the corners kissed each other. And what you do to these must be done to these. Dorlukatmun, Achea, its lower part, fold it akya to its other side. Chalik dakluku, always to the center point. Now we know what we did was reduce this square to this size square. Dalu ukatmun. Now we have a new kukak. We'll have new kukaks. Our center points are always in there. Huaniwa center point dayagi. So kukanum dapluku. What you do to one side must be done to the other side. Jalihuaniwa center point daliluku. Kukanum dapluku. And I would want to know, are these the same? So I would dapluku to verify that. Is it to the kukak? Yes, yes, they all match. So what you do to these two sides must be done to these two sides. Doyam Charlie, find the center point. Okanum to its center point, to this part center point. And I know that by looking at the fold, one fold diagonally, this side is equal to this side, and they're both at the kukak. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side, and always to the kukak. And there's my little center point, asipa, there. Okanum, kanavut, and I look at this side, is it equal to this side? And are they both pointing to the kukak, to the center point? And are these two folds the same? So I verify. In the boat building that I was taught, they didn't do this, but my yupikwe, I have to know that this fold here is equal to that fold. They're all equal. So now, dapluku, fold it over. What you do to this side must be done to that side. Dapluku, ugati, this side, dapluku, yati, dapluku, ayukut. And I can still see the kukak. Dapluku, Afghanum to its half. This whole piece is now the whole unit. Avgaka to its half. Dosh avgam avga bagatmun. And I want precise folds. Remember, I'm on my way to making a double ender. My father said, His sailboat was a double-ender. Tapn qilluku. You'll see that this is how it was folded. Here's the ukak. Ukuk, ukuk, una. It's folded to the three equal pieces, and we make three-fold by folding to the half. Are these two pieces equal to this tapluku? If they are, you've made a good third. 1, 2, 3 to the center point. Tapluku, tapluku, tapluku. Asig. Dol. Juani una. Tapluku always from ukatmun. Tapluku achitmun. Folded down, and you'll see a little square here. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. Tapluku asig. What you do to these two sides, you have to do to the other side. Charlie tapn qilluku akya, and on its other side. Tapluku doalu. The sailboat won't stand up correctly unless you tie it down with this last fold. Ugatmun Ogano, Igavat, Ogano. And you ask yourself, is this pleasing to the eye? Is this shape equal to that shape? So you could fold it and quick check. Ayukok, they look the same. Ukuk. So what you do to this side must be done to the other side. You fold this corner, ganavat, manadoluku, and at the same time, ayukliluku akya. You look at this side and ask yourself, is it the same as the other side? This side and this point, we're always trying to be accurate. And then you check, is this side, this shape equal to that shape? And you could fold over and eye measure. Ayukuk, they're pretty close. Dos nutan. Then you look at this side. Is it equal to the other side? Look at it. Ayukuk. Flatten it. Is this shape equal to that shape? When you think it is, then you reclose it. And to me, this is like a little bit of magic, because you open it to this mumihluku. Mumihluku is like turning a pancake over. Doi akyanan watan mumihluku. Mumihluku. Mumichten kchagel carefully and make sure krisan kchagaluku inachluku lay it down. Dos ukatun pikuvu. In the way I learned, these were pulled up. But in my father's world, sailboats looked like, he called it double-ender. Ugadlikanram This shape here in the front must have the same shape on the other side, so he called it double ender gasakwe. These two ends are identical. And so I would have loved to show my father this boat, because it's truly got double ends, and it's more of the shape of his wooden old sailboat he had, miniaturized. And it's completely different from what he folded, so that's why I thought this would be a perfect one. I wished he were alive. I would have showed him this, and I know he would have approved. And to make it realistic, I then would do this. I would use, and children can do this, we could use Play-Doh and whatever can hold up a stick, a toothpick in this case. You stick it in the kokak in the center, and you put it in the boat. And this is where you could test this in the water. There's the center point. Put it in the kokak. Is it balanced in the water? This is where you could do testing. And the little sail, the sail itself, you quick make. The wind blows, and I just quickly made any old shape. And you make it according approximately half the boat, because real sailboats seem to have that in relation to the boat. The sail was approximately like that. So, but you could have children try different sizes of sails. So you could have completely rectangle shape like this. And the neat thing is, with toothpicks, you could just poke, and you have to approximate the same. What you poke on this side should be approximate the same as that side. And then you laid in your boat right to the kokak. And this is where kids can also see the importance of being able to maneuver the boat through alulachun, through how to turn the boat in the water. So I quick made this, stuck it in between here to represent that sailboats were used in this way to change the wind direction. The wind is blowing the sail ukatmun, and now on a turn, making it go straight. So I have to use this to move it around. And that is closer to a real sailboat, and I think my father would have loved this. Thank you.